It has been a very long time since I've put up a video. I know it's been at least a month. I don't know, it's been a while, and I'm really sorry for that, but there are two reasons that I haven't posted in a long time, and one of them I will cover in the video and go into depth in. The other one is just that Havana is a little more of a clingy baby than I'm used to. Dina was never like that, and it's hard enough to find even just a few minutes to do the dishes or laundry or anything else, let alone filming. So I'm trying. So right now it's like 11 o'clock at night, and so I'm trying to get something in before I make lunch for Dino tomorrow and like do dishes and everything else. If you guys do want to see my day-to-day stuff, I post it on Instagram every single day, so I do have stuff over there if you want to go follow me on there. So this video is actually going to be an in-depth talk about my weight loss since having baby number 2. So I had posted a video, it was either January of 2017 or December 2016. I'm not exactly sure when I posted the video. I talked about my weight loss journey, like what I was doing and everything else. If any of you guys are new here, I was at my heaviest of 210 pounds. And it was something that was very, very hard for me to talk about. And I started with Weight Watchers, and then I ended up eventually going vegan, and I lost right about 35 pounds, I think. So after I lost that weight, about August, went on a trip for my birthday and did skydiving. And I had a lot of problems eating vegan that weekend because where we were, there was literally like nothing. We were in the middle of nowhere, and there was like 2 restaurants and hotel food, and there was like nothing around. I didn't really prepare for it, and so I got really off track that weekend, and then it just kind of slowly started accumulated again, and I kind of gained a little bit weight back. Once I started eating like crappy again, it just kept going and going and going, and I kept making excuses about it. Well, then in October, I ended up getting pregnant with Havana. I tried really hard to eat as healthy as I could because not only was I just feeling horrible eating everything, but I wanted to be healthy during my pregnancy for her and everything. After like, I don't know, maybe 2 months, like my cravings were kicking in hardcore. And I was craving like all meat possible. So I started eating like anything and everything. Like I was constantly having morning sickness every single day, sometimes like the entire day, sometimes just like throughout the day. It was just bad. So my doctor was like, anything that you can eat that's going to help you with your morning sickness, just eat it. Don't worry about it. Start your diet again afterwards, like no big deal. My go-to is honestly like Chick-fil-A, like fried chicken sandwiches is like all I wanted. But then with fried chicken sandwiches comes French fries and soda and candy, and then you want chocolate, and then I wanted ice cream, and it was just a mountain of bad food. My very, very end weight of the pregnancy was 229 is what they weighed me at, like right before I had her. They weighed me that Thursday, and I went and I had her the next Monday morning. So I was 229 total. Since then, since I've had her and everything, I have lost a lot of the weight that I did gain, but I'm now about right at like 205. Granted, I'm not back up to 210 where I was. It's really hard for me this time, and I think it's because I worked so hard to lose the weight, and I felt so good, and I was so proud of myself and so happy, and then it's been so hard to get back to the mindset of losing the weight again and the motivation to even want to eat right, or work out or whatever. It's been really hard trying to go vegan again. It's not so much that like I don't want to, it's that I get so many random cravings for things, and it's almost like I lost the ability to remember how to cook things and how I prepared things and how I was eating things, and I just kind of have forgotten it. So I'm trying to find my way back to it, and it's so hard. If any of you guys know Angie Belmar on here on YouTube, I actually joined her team of fitness coaches, and I'm kind of trying to talk myself into knowing that it's okay to be where I am right now because I am starting. So if you hear that weird noise that just kicked on, it's the heat. It's really hard for me to take pictures right now. This was the other thing I was talking about of why I haven't been posting that long, is because I don't like what I look like right now. And I feel like maybe that sounds vain, or maybe it sounds like, oh, well, you know, you shouldn't care because like you're fine and you were here before. But like, seeing my before and after pictures made me realize how bad it was. In those moments, I didn't really know how unhealthy I was, how overweight I was, until I saw my after pictures. Once I was at the after, then I realized how bad it was. And now I've hit a point that just kind of makes me really disappointed in myself, because I have hit a point that I don't want to take pictures with my kids. And I know that sounds so bad, because I shouldn't care what I look like right now because I'm with my kids, and when they look at me, they just see mom. Oh, I was trying so hard not to cry. I did this in my last video too. They don't see my flaws, or that I'm overweight, or that I'm not happy. They just see that it's mom. And I want to have these moments with my kids, and I want to remember them forever and take pictures and have those memories, but it's so hard. It's so hard, because when I take those pictures and I look at them, all I see is my before pictures last year. That's all I can see, and it's really hard. It's really hard for me to look in the mirror. It's hard for me to look at pictures. It's hard for me to even think that I look okay right now. I've always kind of felt like the duff, and I want to change that. I don't want to be that for my kids, you know. And I'm 28, and I want to be the best version of me. I want to be the best version of me that I can be for my kids and for my husband and for myself in general. Looking back on how I felt, remembering how I felt last summer versus how I feel now, it's just such a huge difference. I had so much more energy. I just was, in general, I just felt so happy. I feel like I either get to a point sometimes where I either start out good in the morning, and then if I mess up, I either binge or I just stop eating. And I'm nursing Havana, and I know I have to eat healthy and eat enough for her, but at the same time, it's almost like I'm scared to overeat and to mess up, and because she depends on me so much. In October, I decided to join Angie's team. I really wanted to do this last year after I found out that I was pregnant, but I was skeptical and I just wasn't in the right mindset of it yet, and I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to do that because I was scared, because I was pregnant, that I wouldn't be a good coach, and I was nervous that I, you know, that it wasn't right for me, and that I wouldn't be able to turn it into a career. And as much as I love YouTube, I really, really love making videos. I think they're fun and I love being creative with them, but there's a chance that one day YouTube is just going to disappear. I don't know when that's going to be. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but unless you have like millions of followers, it's hard to make YouTube an actual career. Knowing where I was last year and how I felt, knowing that I could do it, I finally, after so many years, I was finally able to do it. I wanted to be able to show people who are like me that you can do it. It's not easy, and it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna hurt, and you might cry or throw up or just be so sore that you can't even move, but it is possible. So I decided to become a coach. Like, I'm not a personal trainer. It just means that I help other women who are like me. I help motivate them, and I help them keep themselves accountable at the same time while I'm doing this, at the same time that I'm starting my journey all over again. And I feel like I worked so hard And then now I'm all the way back completely at square one. I think being in this community of women who come from all different shapes and sizes, who want to better themselves, there is no judgment, like none. There is no, well, you know, like fat shaming or skinny shaming or any body shaming of any sort. Like I've not seen a single one of them be mean. And it's so not what I'm used to. And not that I've had like bullies or fat shaming, but it's almost that like I kind of did it to myself. It's almost like I never really had friends that said anything, but I constantly was doing it to myself. And being a part of this team has made me realize that I don't have to be that way, and that I can motivate myself and I can uplift myself. I just have to have the mindset of wanting it enough to do it and to put my mind to it and actually like finish what I start. I actually signed up October 27th, and I did my first official workout a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. It was like a beginner workout. It felt so good to finish it, and it was only 30 minutes, but that 30 minutes pushed me. It made me realize how out of shape I was. I think I was sore for like 3 or 4 days. I physically couldn't walk. Past week, I decided to try something new because I felt almost like I was like 200 or 300 pounds heavier than I am. And I was just so mad that I was that out of shape and that it was that hard to do. So I found a different workout. I was sore the next day, but it was not as bad as the first time. And I don't know if that was because it was a different workout or if it was just because I had like started again and I was finally starting to work out. So my body's like, okay, this is what's happening. This is what we're doing. Okay, fine. That was Tuesday last week, and it is Tuesday again right now. I feel like sometimes we just make those excuses and say, I don't have time, but it's not that. It's not that you don't have time. Me making that excuse that I don't have the time to do it just really kind of bothers me, because I do have the time, I just didn't do it. I'm ready to be done with all the horrible eating, with the soda, with the chips, with the ice cream, with all of this bad stuff that doesn't make me feel good. It doesn't make me look good. It doesn't help Havana get the nutrients she needs from me. It doesn't help with anything. What I am doing is I'm inviting any of you guys, if you're new moms or if you're college students or if you're in a place where I was and you've just kind of been a little overweight like your whole life and you're just over it and you're ready for a change, I'm asking that you take that step with me and you join me. Being able to have the option to work out and have my butt kicked in 20 to 30 minutes a day, and I don't have to leave my house, and it's literally snowing outside right now. Being able to do this in my house is a godsend. I am inviting you guys to do this with me. If any of you guys want to do this, that you're serious about changing your life, there's no point in starting in January. Everybody wants to wait till Monday or wait till January. You can still eat a Christmas dinner, but still do good like the entire month, and then eat a good dinner for Christmas and have some pie or ice cream or cake or whatever it is. I know everybody is different, so whatever it is they have for dessert, you can eat that and that's okay, and you can get back on track the next morning. Like, it's not that big of a deal, but I think people make it such a huge deal just to make an excuse of, well, I ate bad this day, so I'm gonna eat bad the entire month. It's not gonna help at all. If you guys are serious and you wanna join my challenge group and you wanna support me and have me support you and we work together in doing this and we have awesome, insane transformations and we feel good about ourselves, Simba's right here. Either drop an email below and I will email you all the details, or go DM me over on Instagram. I wanna show people that it does not matter your situation. You can do this. Like, you don't have to be miserable because of time. I can't wait to start this journey with you guys. Let's get this going. Let's do this. Let's knock this out before Christmas, before New Year's. And maybe, hey, maybe you could shed a few pounds before New Year's and you can get that cute little New Year's dress and go out for New Year's. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for sharing my journey with me and staying here for the entire video. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.